What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the TF Movie Show. This is just the Websters. We're talking about the Transformers film franchise. This is episode number 86, and in this episode, I want to talk about the future of the Transformers film franchise. Specifically, I want to talk about one I want to see in the next film. Now, I'm not talking about Transformers 1, the animated Cybertron prequel. I'm talking about the sequel to Transformers Rise of the Beasts, the direct follow-up to the most recent film. Now, I specifically want to talk about who I want to see in the next film. I'm not talking about what I want to see. I want to talk about who I want to see. Specific characters. Now, in this episode, I'm just going to talk about Autobots because I didn't really think about which Decepticons I would want to see. Of course, I'd like to see all different types of Decepticons. I haven't really put a lot of thought into it, but I've been thinking about all the different Autobots that I would love to see in the next Transformers film. Now, considering we're going the more G1 route, because that's what Stephen Caple Jr. Gave us, especially with the design aesthetics for obviously Optimus Prime. There's and Mirage. And on RC, Wheeljack, that was, we're not going to talk about that, but, Travis Knight, he really gave us a foundation for what we can expect for the future. Stephen Caple Jr. he followed up with that with his own design aesthetic. They're not 100% G1 like, but still we're still going that G1 route, especially since this is the first time we're in a feature-length film where we're seeing Optimus Prime as the way he was originally designed for, like in G1. So, with that being said, here are 3 Autobots that I want to see in the next film, okay? And I really, really, really hope this happens because we haven't seen these characters yet, okay? We've seen RC twice already, okay? I do want to see her come back for the next one, but what I want to see in terms of a brand new Autobot, Prowl. Prowl as a police car, okay? That's what I want to see. We've seen a police car before as Barricade, okay? And Barricade, apparently I think he did have a, like, I think a Barricade in the original source material was either just a toy, or he was in the comics, or in Armada or Energon, but he was very minor. I don't know very much about him, but to me, his first appearance was, that I know of, is as Barricade in the very first Transformers film as a police car. And then when my friends asked about the police car, because they didn't follow the production of Transformers, the 2007 film, they were wondering, is that Prowl? Like, why is he Decepticon? Well, it's actually Barricade. So with that being said, I want to see Prowl. I want to see an Autobot police car where it's actually Prowl. And I want to see Prowl as a robot in disguise, where let's just have a comedic scene where a policeman decides to go to Dunkin' Donuts, grab a coffee and donut, and then we have calling all Autobots, voiced by Peter Cullen, of course, and then Prowl just drives off, and then the police guy goes, "Someone check my car! We need all units chasing this car." You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be really, really funny and also really hilarious. Like I think that would make for a great robots in disguise scene, because we want the concept of robots in disguise to continue happening. The thing about the Michael Bay films is that you got the robots in disguise concept for the first one, but then in the second and third and fifth one, there's no longer robots in disguise. They know they exist. As for the fourth one, actually, no, they didn't even have robots in disguise in the fourth one. Mark Wahlberg's character, Cade, already knew that was Optimus Prime. He says, "I think we found a Transformer." So, I want the concept of robots in disguise to keep on going on, and I want to see Prowl as an actual police car to an on-duty cop. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. Now, the next Autobot that I want to see is Inferno as an actual a fire truck. Now, we have seen a fire truck in Transformers Dark of the Moon, and that was as Sentinel Prime. But I want to see uh, is an actual functioning fire truck. When I mentioned Prowl, he's functioning because he serves as a vehicle for a police officer. I want to see a functioning fire truck. Okay, I want to see that the introduction to Prowl is we have a firefighter who's driving it, and then uses the fire hose to fight fire. Fight off a building fire. They save the building. They save the people who are in that burning building, and then they drive back to the fire station. And then while the fire people are asleep at the fire station, then it drives off because of calling all Autobots. I want that calling all Autobots theme to continue through every movie. That's a fun scene whenever he goes calling all Autobots, and then they regroup together. It's really, really cool. I love that. Okay. So I do want to see Inferno. Okay, I'm beginning to see a theme here. You know what I'm saying? We have a barricade as a police car in 2007 film. We have Sentinel Prime as a fire truck in Dark of the Moon. Both of them should have been Autobots, Prowl as a police car, Sentinel Prime, right? But then they all ended up being evil. I want to see a fire truck and a police car as actual Autobots, okay? Finally, this is the last Autobot I want to see. I want to see Hound as an actual Jeep. As a military Jeep, just like he appeared in G1. I want to see him just like that. I don't want to see Hound as, he was actually two different types of vehicles in Transformers Age of Extinction, and then something else in Transformers The Last Night. He took on two different modes, and just like typical Michael Bay fashion, they come with different modes. They show up in different modes or different paint jobs, and there's no explanation for it. You don't see him scanning in different mode. Only you see Bumblebee do that, and you see Optimus Prime do that, but nobody else. All right. So I want to see that. I want to see Autobot. I want to see Hound as a Jeep, a military Jeep. Olive drab colored. I want to see Inferno as an actual fire truck, and I want to see Prowl as an actual police car. These are the three Autobots I want to see. And of course, I want to see returning characters. I would love to see Mirage back. I would love to see Optimus, Bumblebee, and RC. Wheeljack can stay in Peru. And he could go under the name of Pablo. But, obviously, I don't think they're going to bring back everybody. Although they have in, the previous films, it's okay if they leave some people back. But I'm okay with them leaving Bumblebee behind. Maybe he's off to visit Charlie. But definitely they got to bring Optimus Prime back to lead the Autobots. Mirage is a fan favorite, so bring him back in. And RC, I feel like, come on, you gotta do her more justice. You gotta give her time to shine. You can't just give her cool scenes. You gotta have her actually do something. And she didn't actually do anything except exist and shoot things which we don't even know what she shot at, because we never actually see any of the bullets connect, right? She dodged a missile. She tried to shoot at Nightbird unsuccessfully, but besides that, she just provided a little bit of intel about human stuff, but that's about it. So I want to see more RC, and I want to see more interactions with these new Autobots I suggested. Bumblebee can take a break, although I feel like Hasbro won't let Bumblebee take a break because they need to sell more merchandise. Because for the kids that didn't get to buy a Bumblebee for the last film, well, now's your chance with some new kid audiences, to be at Bumblebee. Anyways, that's all I got to say. I want you guys to let me know who you want to see in the next Transformers Rise of the Beast sequel, the follow-up live-action film. In the comment section below, let me know. You can even mention some Decepticons. I can't think of any Decepticons off the top of my head, but perhaps I'm going to make another video talking about these are the Decepticons that I want to see in the next film, okay? I think that would make for a great topic. I'm going to really put some thought into this. I don't want to just name some guys we've seen before, or rather some, like, the common names. You know what I'm saying? I want to name some really good ones out there, all right? Anyways, that's all I got to say in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.